The Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking on the last podcast about Epstein, and we looked at some of the autopsy photos and looked at some of the accounts, especially particularly Dr. Michael Baden, the guy from the HBO autopsy show. He's like, that guy got murdered.
I got a question. Why is there no perp walk photos? Why is there no photos of him in court? Why is there no photos of him getting off the plane?
What do you think?
I have no answer, but isn't that weird?
It is weird.
Every other person who's arrested, you see the perp walk.
Yeah, including El Chapo.
Including El Chapo, including Harvey Weinstein,
Yes.
literally everybody, you've got footage. The media knows where to wait.
Right.
Why is there no footage of him?
What the fuck?
I don't have an answer. But and the thing is to even say this is weird, conspiracy theory. No, literally tell me what I'm missing.
Well, here's where it gets even weirder. You know that he was like visited while he was in jail by women, and like he'd have his assistant come to visit him in jail.
I did not know this.
Oh yeah,
Like 16 hours a day, he'd get to hang out in the
wow,
the special room where they would buy out all of the pop machines and snacks, all of them, and he'd just get to sit in there and hang out.
Wow.
16 hours a day.
This is, and
So they were somehow or another either negotiating with him, or they were placating him, or they were trying to resolve this issue peacefully. They were trying to figure out a way. Like, this guy knew too many people and wasn't talking. And while he wasn't talking, they were trying to like desperately get to him, I would assume, and stop him from potentially talking. And then while the prosecutor's closing in, while they're making this airtight case, and the only way for him to make anything more lenient is to start singing, baby.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
What,
He's probably
remember-
in his jail cell at night. La 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 la.
Remember
la,
all-
la, la, la.
remember-
There he is.
rem- supposedly. Remember all those files that he had with all the people? Where'd they go? No one's asking.
Jamie's got him.
You got him?
No, I mean someone in the FBI, New York PD.
But why we're not hearing anything about it? He's got names of many people.
Not just names, but videotapes
Yeah.
of dudes fucking kids. It's just, this is classic conspiracy theory proven true. It's a classic
Because we all
conspiracy
saw it
theory.
coming.
But this is a classic conspiracy theory, that there's a guy who works for an intelligence agency who compromises wealthy and famous
Sure.
and even intellectuals, famous people, and then takes these people and brings them to an island where he brings in a bunch of girls that are
Sure.
underage, and they all fuck, and then he films it. You'd be like, what are you even talking about?
Right, but this is
You
all
think
true.
that's real?
What about the fact that his number two, she's like in Israel or something, isn't she? She's not been
She was in
arrested.
Brazil, I
Brazil,
thought.
okay.
Yeah.
She's not arrested. How's that happening? How is Prince Philip not arrested?
Yeah, how was she wandering around?
Yeah,
Like, how had they not whacked her?
right.
Well, they had. It's not right, but that part of the deal he made the first time was that he had, I think, at least 4, if not more, co-conspirators that are not allowed to be, or that's part of the deal, is that they can't be arrested.
How is
They
he
can't
in a
be-
position to make deals? I'm not arguing
Yeah,
with
no,
you. It
no,
doesn't
I
make
know.
sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't make
Like,
any
what
sense.
leverage do you have? You're like the world's biggest pedophile ring, and it's like, all right, you can't arrest my people, though. Oh, okay, that's fair, Mr. Epstein. Sir, we promise not to kill you in jail.
I think maybe there's a concern that if I was going to be the guy who writes the script, I would say there's a dead switch.
Yes.
And then if she dies, this shit gets out. And she says, listen, the moment I die, all this shit gets published. Epstein pal,
She's under guard.
Justine Lex-
They're
under
protecting her.
ex-special forces guard. Why does it have pictures of Michael Jackson? Is that like a
Pedophiles, probably.
Leaving Neverland?
I think it's a different.
Yeah.
Oh, is it
I don't know
different?
Why they're putting that story there?
Oh.
They're thinking the person watching this is a pedophile, really into pedophilia.
Must be
It's
algorithm.
very strange, dude.
Yeah.
Maxwell faces credible death threats and is being guarded by former U.S.
US
Navy
SEAls?
SEAls in safe houses in the American Midwest. American bitches in Ohio.
Yeah.
In Shake Shack.
Or Sonic, if she's lucky. Good Lord.
I mean, all she has to do is dye her hair. People in the Midwest don't even read. They have no idea that she's there.
Did you...
Right? Am I right?
They're not paying attention.
Did you see the Prince Philip interview?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
So
that was
strange.
Oh, I loved it so much.
strange. He seems a little spectrum-y. Am I wrong?
Something's not right there.
Something's wrong,
Because
right?
you're watching this and he's like, oh, yeah, I cut off contact with him. They're like, well, there was a dinner in August. Well, I was talking to him by then. You were the guest of honor. Oh, well. It was like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Yeah, he seems like he's a little detached from reality in some sort of strange way.
Yeah. Well,
Like-
when you're a prince for that long, you're not going to be normal to begin with.
Right, there's no way. Like
Right.
you can't develop without trials and tribulations and come out normal, especially when you're not just a famous person, but you're a royal.
Yeah.
Like when they asked him about hugging the girls, I'm a royal. We don't, as it were, hug. I don't hug.
The
I
best
fuck through a hole in the bathroom.
the best part. What you want to say? Something?
The Kevin Spacey stuff going on doesn't seem directly related, but it doesn't seem unrelated in any way.
Kill him with kindness.
No, it is somewhat related because this is one of those things where things are open secrets in Hollywood, and like everyone kind of knows.
Everyone knew that Kevin Spacey was a dick grabber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like then it's like, oh, you conspiracy theorists, like you guys are comfortable with this, you assholes.
Well, that's a weird one, right? Because that's like we always heard of the wild artists that were doing things that were fucked up, but we kind of let them get away with it because they were really talented and there was
Yeah.
no real proof. And what happened? Goddamn ad blocker, you fuck! Jesus. Financier Jeffrey Epstein once flew Bill Clinton and Kevin Spacey to Africa. Oh, Jesus.
Clinton really likes Russian
Hey.
roulette. He wanted to fuck the AIDS monkey. He's
I
like,
wanna try.
I want to be patient zero.
I think I can fix it.
Yeah.
I got that super Arkansas cum. I can shoot it inside that monkey and start all over
And
again.
I make mushrooms grow
Hey.
when I jizz on the floor.
Dude, he went with that guy at least 26, as many as 28 times in his plane. But say, hey, I just flew a couple times, my friend Jeffrey.
Yeah.
We're friends.
I had Juanita Broderick on my show, the one who had a rape accusation against him. And I went in there hoping that she was lying. He raped her in the morning, and it was like half an hour. Like he went with her to her hotel room in Arkansas, and I thought it was like gonna be like 9 o'clock. They had a few drinks. No, she was supposed to be meeting with him about something. It's horrible what these people get away with, and I think Americans.
So
are,
you think he physically like held her down?
yes, he
raped
did,
her?
and then he bit her lip just like a cat to keep her from yelling. And then when he left, the last thing he says to her, "You better put some ice on that." And another woman who accused him
Really?
of, I think it was Kathleen Willey, who accused him of forcing herself on him. He bit her lip too, and the two never knew each other before. They independently had the same thing that he does.
He bites her lips so they don't
Yes.
scream?
Or he just bites their lips because it's hot to get, whatever. That's his thing.
Oh, Jesus
It's
Christ.
off. The thing that Americans don't get, which they are increasingly starting to get, is that people in power are often really depraved. And they will use their power in sadistic ways, and they get off on not having consequences. It's not just being corrupt, like, oh, I'm getting a kickback for hiring my cousin. It's so much worse than that. And they're starting to see it now with, like, the Amy Rohrbach thing.
Who's that?
She's that ABC News reporter. The footage leaked where she's just like, we had the whole Epstein
Oh,
story.
the
We had
Epstein
Prince
thing,
Philip. We
yeah.
had Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
And the lawyers killed it. And she was like pissed that she didn't get the scoop. But
Right.
and she's like, I 100% think he was killed. And it's like, yeah, this is what they're like when the cameras are off.
Right. The Clinton thing is so fucking weird, right? Because you have Hillary, who was this woman who was going to be the first woman president.
Yeah.
Everyone was behind her, and we were all thinking that she represents hope and change and all the wonderful things that the progressives want.
Sure.
But then she's got this husband.
Right.
She's got this husband with a lot of weird accusations.
Right.
And when they had that debate and Trump brought those women
Yep.
to sit out in front, I was like, no, he didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yeah. And Melania was wearing a pussy bow.
Was she?
Yeah, it's a certain type of knot. She had a pussy bow.
There's a special kind of knot called a pussy bow?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. So there's a lot of fucked up shit in both
Jeffrey and
sides.
I were tight. He was a good guy. He supported science. Look at them dancing it up. There's Jasine. Is that how you say it?
Is that her?
Is that Melania?
Ghislaine, yeah. Or I don't know.
That
Just
can't
Lane,
be Melania.
Ghislaine. I was for a
Is that
long-
Melania?
Yeah.
That's Melania?
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, and who's that in the back right? That looks like Lady Di or something.
This Lady Di came back as a photographer. She's not dead. She's hiding with Elvis.
She's hiding with Epstein
Yes.
in Brazil or wherever he is. God, just awful, awful people.
It's just amazing that you could still whack somebody as high profile as Epstein publicly in this day and age. That you could say, oh, the cameras didn't work.
Well,
The guards, oh, they went around. We didn't hear anything.
We just whacked Soleimani.
That's different.
In a way it is. In a way it's not. Because
Yeah,
these
but it
people
is
will do
because-
whatever they need to maintain their hold
because
of power.
We think that these people are in control. Like when we're watching this, we
Oh, I see what you're
think
saying.
that the guards are in control and the prison's in control, and they've got this captive, and they're going to bring him to the justice system because the justice system wants to hear his case.
Sure.
They want him to testify. There's a lot of other moving pieces, a lot of players. We're very interested to see what kind of horrible crimes are committed by these elites that you know. And then all of a sudden he gets killed.
But-
But so they do it right out in front of everybody's nose.
What happened with Jack Ruby?
Oh, same thing.
It's just like how
Yeah.
this is the most important person on earth right now to keep safe, and
Yeah.
you're not doing it.
Right. Jack Ruby just runs up and shoots him in the gut.
Yeah.
Bang.
Lee Harvey
Yeah.
Oswald. Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
like how are you letting this happen?
Yeah.
Even if all the conspiracy theories are wrong, how are you fucking up so bad that this is allowed to happen?